Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how to do what's called two-column notes. So anytime I'm giving a lesson, whether it be a PowerPoint or a video lesson or even just a lecture, when I say do two-column notes, this is how you're going to set it up in your notebook and take notes. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to go to our website, www.historywithblock.com, and under Form and Documents it shows an example of the format. So it's very simple. So let's go ahead and go to that. And as you can see, you have the title at the top. Main ideas is about 1/3 of the page on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, the left-hand side. And details are 2/3 of the page on the right-hand side. So 1/3 of the page, 2/3 of the page. Main ideas are going to be like the event, a person's name, a vocabulary word. So the details, information about it will go on the right-hand side. Okay, that's that simple. What makes it nice is main ideas. You can go down the list of main ideas and pick out what you know well and don't know well for studying. If you know something well, you just go by it, and then you hit the main idea that you're maybe need some work on. You need to study it. Then you would study those details. So it's a real smart way of studying as well. All right, so let's go ahead and create one. All right, so remember, there's two columns, and you're going to put a title, main ideas, details. Let's go ahead and draw our line first. I think that's enough room, right? Like this. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and write main ideas, you may do so. And then details. Okay, but then we need to put our title at the top. So let's go ahead and do, just for training purposes, let's do the major events of the John F. Kennedy administration. Okay. Okay, so we have it all set up. It's that simple. Okay, so let's say during the lesson, the topic of the Bay of Pigs invasion comes up. That would be your main idea. So Bay of Pigs invasion. Okay, and during the lesson, you're seeing and you're hearing these things that we're about to write. So you hear it happened April 17th through the 20th of 1961. And then you hear or see in the lesson, it was during the height, which was the peak of the Cold War with the Soviet Union, which you abbreviate Soviet Union, USSR. Okay? And then you learn, oh, it was a failed attempt by Cuban exiles, which are people who were forced out of their country, who opposed communist Fidel Castro, Castro's Cuban Revolution. And a lot of these exiles came to America to flee communism. Okay, and when they were here, John F. Kennedy decides to use the CIA, trained the Cuban exiles in Guatemala to take back their country. Okay, because at the time the United States had what was called containment policy, which is to stop the spread of communism into new places in the world. So then so after the training and such, the Cuban exiles were defeated when they did their invasion. Say within 2 days, John F. Kennedy didn't provide the air support that was planned. Now, just pretend that you're experiencing a lesson right now and you're taking notes and you're hearing these things during the lesson, okay? And then you would hear that Cuba still became communist. They still are today. Okay? And this failed foreign policy embarrassed the United States and Kennedy. So then you would learn that Castro turned to the Soviet Union for even more help. He's paranoid about the United States now, so he turns to the USSR even more. And this led to the Cuban Missile Crisis. With the Soviet Union, the closest we ever got to nuclear war. And then in the lesson, we'd go to the next step, which is you would put as a main idea the Cuban Missile Crisis, and you would continue. All right. So if you need more room, you would. And let's just say this was on page 12, or let's say it's going to be later in the year. Let's say 48, and you run out of room. You can turn the page and make it 48 again, and that continues it on 48, and it doesn't mess up your table of contents. Okay, so you can continue, draw your line, and do main ideas on one side and details on the other. All right, so this is how you do 2-column notes. All right, so it's pretty simple and really easy to do. All right, thank you for watching.